Welcome back, guys, and thank you for joining me in another adventure here in Satisfactory. This will be episode 10 of our little adventure here. Desert build. Okay, so this aluminum factory, it's working good now. I had a few issues. Mainly, we needed 615 copper, not 607. Had in here some Mark III belts, which need those below, which needed to be Mark IV. Now they're Mark V. I put 2 more smelters in there. Life is happening, just beautiful. Also, the lift that was bringing into that container in there 600 bauxite was only a Mark IV. So here we are. Now it's working fine. I summer slooped this guy who might have sold the flames. Between episodes, I've made the member only video just to have some batteries be made in here and the drone port just to send them up, because I thought I will bring the Caterium from that place into our new building location, but plans have changed. Nevertheless, this battery production line, let's call it, is done. We're making 60 berries per minute, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 20 each. So I took that sulfur in there. It's 150 per minute. It's coming in here with the 150 water, which are being provided on that amazing pipe from down there. Oh, I think it's only 1 water extractor. It is what it is. Yellow pipe wedge is going in there. Those should be yellow as well. I don't understand why they're not yellow. Like that, just to make me happy. Sulfuric acid, okay, into this refinery, going to the blenders. The casings are coming from the delivery box in there. Underneath, it ain't that beautiful, but it is what it is. And the alumina solution is provided by this guy because it's doing 240 now on that whitish pipe, okay. It's got a buffer right here at the end just to keep things steady, you know, pressure from all sides. We're making the 60 batteries. They're going into that box, into that drone. Stuff punching. That guy is filled up because that guy is filled up. And my inventory with 800 berries is filled up. We're gonna have the berries and we're gonna be able to deliver them using the drones. Are we gonna use them today? No. Are we gonna use them at a later date? For sure. There's the belt for the casings, by the way. Once that guy is gonna get filled up and that guy is gonna get filled up, we're gonna start sinking them. If we're gonna need more than 60 per minute, I don't think that we're gonna need more. But if we're gonna need, I think I'm gonna summon sloop those, and that's about it. Now, plan for today is to make this stuff. It's written in here. 10 plastic air limiters. Plastic, it's the alternate recipe. 10 silicon high speed connectors and 2 supercomputers. We're gonna get our butts in there and make it happen. I didn't want it to take that pure node in there, the pure node of Caterium, because we only need for this build 450 quick wire. That's not a bunch, you know. Basically, with that pure node, I think we can make something like 1200 or even more. I'm not sure. That's why we picked that node. You see, our road has extended in here a tiny bit. Basically, I unified that one with the train road in here. And I went all the way in there. I'm not sure if I made the truck happen, transport anything or not. No, because we do not have in here the nodes. But let me get my blades in there. And I'll show you what I did in there. So, are you filled up? No. Well, it's coming along. It's gonna be filled up at some point. This will act as a buffer. The other truck station in there is gonna act as a buffer. It's only a normal node. I don't even think that all of these guys are filled up. Yeah, it's working just fine. We're extracting 270. Yeah. That means in here we're making 270 ingots, which are being converted into quick wire. So we get 13 each, I think. No, we got 16 each. That one is doing 30, so it's 60. 2, 4, 6, 7. That's 420. And with those 3450, all those 450 are going in there. If we're gonna have some excess, they're gonna be synced. Highly doubt it. I don't think we're gonna have any excess. And that tractor is gonna come in here, collect it, and then deliver it in there where it's gonna be our building platform. I left those machineries up top in there. We're not gonna do it in there. No point in it. No point in it because we're gonna use alternate recipes that require that quick wire. We could have brought it in there with the drones, but they will also require silica. Silica, it's up in there. Haven't done anything for it yet. We're gonna do it in this episode. But it would have been a pain basically to drop the silica. To bring it in there and put it up there. Yeah, we did have the plastic in there. But then again, the plastic comes on that line. Exactly in this factory down there. You see it? So basically I could get it from that splitter or something like that and put it in the back in here. I've laid down a few machineries with the members in here. Basically this guy is gonna be responsible with transporting the quick wire. Let's see. Quick wire delivery. It's got the coal inside. The compacted coal, which is coming from the sulfur in there. It's gonna go from here in there. We're gonna have to define that route together, you and I. And then it's gonna come back delivering the quick wire. That guy is gonna be the one responsible with the silica. It's gonna go through there, in there and grab the silica. We don't have yet a station or anything. We have the machineries in here. Let's take a peek at those, shall we? Already brought in here the computers, you saw them. We're gonna need the quick wire and the silica. So both of those are gonna deliver into these two guys in here. One of them is making 5, the other one is making 5. 10 high-speed connector with the alternate recipe. And also we're gonna need 10 circuit boards. Well, those are just in there. Okay. We're gonna do the same as for these guys. And these guys are gonna be satisfied, let's call it. The next one is this assembler. Slightly, you know, power sharded is gonna make 10 air limiters with the quick wire, which is gonna come from that station through this guys into this guy. And the plastic 35. Well, I mean, it's in there. Yeah, of course, we can do that totally. I don't know if we can bring it under or not. Actually, there's the lift, which is delivering the plastic, so it's gonna be kind of easy. And it's gonna look kind of big, but since it's gonna be under, nobody cares about it. Sync, just to sync everything, all the excess from these guys, once they're gonna get filled up. These two are gonna deliver into that manufacturer, and the excess is gonna go into a depot with the dimensional depot, and the excess of the excess, overflow of the overflow, is gonna get synced. Same stuff for the air limiters. Okay, good stuff. Let me do that. Good, now I can sleep at night. Same stuff is gonna be happening for that. So we're gonna have 10 high-speed connectors and 10 air limiters. They're gonna deliver into this guy. We only need 6 and 4. We're gonna need a little more plastic, so watch out. And 8 computers. Well, the computers are in there. I'm thinking, let's copy that manufacturers up here with the recipe and everything, and let's take care of these guys. I think I'm kind of satisfied with the position of this stuff in here. I think we should be fine. That boy needs to be a little more in the front just to make it aligned in here with the machines. So let's delete it from here and put it back. Hey, on you, mister. I think that's good, BAG. That will be perfect because the corner of the machines, you see the holograms, they aligned now. Can I? Yeah, that's the way we want it. Let's see. So we're gonna have silica, we're gonna have quick wire, and this boy is gonna eat something else which I totally forgot what it was, but it's fine. So we need the space to space this properly, basically, because I want them to be in here. So that means in here, something like that. Okay, that's our first splitter. Let's say that our first splitter is gonna be with the silica. This guy is gonna stop in here. Okay, let's make it Mark 4. It doesn't need to be a Mark 4. but it's fine, you know. Let's bring it in there and in here. And that one in there. What do you need to be actually? 62. Oh my god. Yeah, it ain't a bunch. Let's put the power on these guys already. I want to put it in the front in here somewhere, if I may. Just to take care of the things now, you know. Because we're gonna start building stuff in front of them and things are gonna get more and more difficult. So, we solved the silica issue with the quick wire now. Well, that makes me want to bring the... Yeah, let's make that one for the quick wire. Because that one will continue to this guy in the back. So, we're gonna come with it in here. It's not the line properly, is it? No. H. Just a tiny bit in the front. We need 450. Okay. So, 150, 150, 150. This is a 480 belt. I kind of want to make it a Mark 5. Just to empty that station really fast and fill these boys really fast. Let's not forget that the quick wire stacks to 500. Okay, so we want to have full stacks into these boys. Okay, now let's come in here. Put two of them up. Just to solve that silica stuff that we were just talking about. And that won't have to come from there. Well, can a guy put in here a pole and one in there like that, please? Like that, please. Please. And bring it from there? I think the answer should be yes. Always Mark 5. Let's keep the trend with the Mark 4, but this time we're gonna need the lift in here. It's kind of low profile lift, you know? But trust me, it's gonna work just fine, and it doesn't bother me that it's squatted like that. Those are fixed. We need circuit boards, 10 of them. Okay, good stuff, good stuff. We're gonna grab this location in here. Like that, like that, and like that. We're gonna turn this one in here because the circuit boards are gonna come from there. Okay, we're gonna grab a Mark 4 lift, let's call it. Plug it into that one. Let's do the same shenanigan in here, actually. It doesn't quite want to snap, but let's call it fine. Are you gonna snap? No. Okay, let's delete that one in that case. You. Are you gonna snap now to that location? No, it doesn't want to snap. Why doesn't it want to snap? Maybe because this one is not exactly aligned with the grid. Well, now it wants to snap. Okay. 2, 3. Let's delete the 2 ones on the bottom. Put a Mark 4 in there. No, put a Mark 4 in there. It did snap. Perfect. We said Mark 4. Let's keep the trend with the Mark 5s in here. We gotta grab them from there and bring them into this lift in here. This is the entrance. So I could bring them down here with the lift, of course, or up on the ceiling. Up on the ceiling, it looks kind of busy. This is the sink side of things. The second boards apparently coming from here. They're going ahead just to make the computers, and to the left into the sink. Those are for the sink. Those are for the sink. Where's my storage? I don't have a storage for them. Are you serious now? I highly doubt it. Oh, the storage is in the front in there. Okay, so primarily they're going for the computers, and after that they come in here. Okay, they're getting stored or just sent into the sink. Good stuff. Now I believe we can modify this baby here and say any in here. That way we will be sending them in there. We're making 50. How many are we consuming here? 2.5. But this one is stopped. 12. So we're consuming something like, let's say 15. We can use 45 of them. How many are we gonna consume here? 10. Amazing. So basically, we can have that Mark 4, 5 here, whatever. Let's push him that way. Is he gonna poke through that? Of course. Good stuff. We're not interested in that ugliness. He's gotta come in there. That means I'm gonna need it in there and then to drop in there somehow. Let's bring it always on the belty here. Straight, if I may, please. In there should be fine. Okay. It doesn't need to be Mark 5, by the way. No point in it. Oh, we're gonna make it Mark 3, just like that guy is. That one gotta be Mark 3. Okay. Mark 3. Mark 3. Mark 2 is more than enough for the quantities that we have in here. We have everything we need to start making the high-speed connectors, okay? No, wrong. We don't have the silica. But if I put power into this guy... Oops, sorry. If I put powers into these guys, they will start doing their thing in here. So, there's the glass. Well, that glass will gonna... Well, it's gonna grab all of this, so it doesn't really matter. Gonna modify the glass in here. Okay, so they're gonna get filled up with the circuit boards, and when we're gonna bring the quick wire with the quick wire, and when we're gonna bring the silica with the silica, guess what? Right? How much silica do I need in here? 62. That's 125. 125. Let's say here 125 silica at least. Okay, that's only to keep stuff running. Let's take care of the exit now. I said so the exit will have to come into that manufacturer, which we placed in there for now. You can go away. You can go away. Let's keep a box in there. You can go away. Those two will merge somewhere in the front. I kind of want that manufacturer in here, actually. Let's try that. Something like that. No, let's put it in there. We will have a little more space. Okay, so I cannot merge them in there. Well, actually, I could. Let's merge them. We gotta merge them and then split them and send the excess into the overflow box. Okay, let's merge them in here. I see. Or split them in there. We're gonna merge them in here. Is it somewhat on the middle? It is. The quantities are... That's a splitter, BG. Merge it, please. In there. The quantities are really low. So Mark 1 should be more than enough. It's only 10 per minute, let's be serious. And then we're gonna need, let's say at that entrance, we have the computers. Let's say at that entrance in here, a smart splitter. Yeah, like that. Here we are. So, all the products are gonna go into that manufacturer. That means, any in there, none ahead. To the right, overflow, baby. So that boy is gonna get filled up, and then the overflow is going in there. Okay? Okay, good. We understand each other. Let's make the storage box in there. We're gonna have that one in there. And then, well, not exactly in front of you, but how the heck are we gonna bring that one? That's what I'm asking. It's gonna cross everything in here. I really don't care. Let's put that splitter in there. And we're gonna need the merger in front of that boy. Going that way. Okay. And you're gonna go in there. Let's make that one, I don't know, Mark 4. It ain't gonna be too much of a quantity, but it's fine. So ahead, any to be stored to the right overflow. That's good. Let's put our dimensional depot in here. With the Mark 3 lift. I don't know if I have enough mercy spheres in here, but it is what it is. Okay, we're gonna have to take care of the overflow of that one. That one will need plastic as well. This one needs plastic. Plastic for both of them. Okay, so we're gonna have to come in there. Let's figure out the exit of that one later. Okay. This one. We said in the front or in the back? In the front because it's more beautiful, like in here, sort of. Connect that to that. Perfect. It has the powers. That line doesn't come amazing on that side. Mark 1, please. It's gonna be better like this. It's gonna give me some space in here. So this one is gonna do the same stuff. Okay. It's gonna have a splitter in his face in here. Okay. Okay. We understand each other. We're gonna have in here Mark 1 lift going that way. And that will be the receiving point. Let's put a Mark 1 belt between that and that. Amazing. That guy. Brr. Easy bitch. We're gonna have that box in there. Is it aligned with the other box? It's gotta be more like here-ish, right? H on you. Like that. In there. Mark 1 again. How comes I didn't place the align, mister? Oh, it's not aligned with the grid. I forgot. Sorry. Let's press H, Control, and left arrow. Now it's aligned. More in the front leg. Align with that thing, maybe? Yeah. H. Control. Well, no, I gotta press H first. Like that. You are going ahead. So, there's the exit, right? Everything has to go into that manufacturer. Left any. Ahead. Overflow into the right, another overflow. So that means I will need another splitter here. Smart. Okay, that power pole will have to move. That one will have to be redesigned just a tiny bit. Yep, that power pole will have to move. So we're gonna say in here like that. Everything is going to the left. The overflow goes ahead. To the right, none. Now, this one in here receives the overflow from that manufacturer. Is sending the head any, none to the left, and to the right overflow. Overflow goes sync, any goes into the box. We need one of those. Apparently that's my last merger sphere. Don't have any left, which is too bad, but it is what it is. Let's put back the power. I did it again. Let's see. Left any head overflow. Ahead any to the right overflow. Amazing. The exits are done. It remains to see about the exit of that boy. I'm not gonna have a master sphere for him. Bad, isn't it? Now, this boy, it will require 35 plastic, and this boy will require 56 plastic. 91, Mark 2 it is. Let's call it Mark 3. Let's see what kind of plastic line is that one, shall we? Let's dig a hole in here. And another 2 holes in here. And let's see, this one, apparently it's a Mark 4. Well, we could bring it in there, wouldn't you? Let's put a splitter in here just to align this one with the splitter. Okay. Okay, we're doing the things. Go up, please. I need one entrance into you. I want to put it like here-ish. And we're gonna need another entrance into that one. Better to make this guy smart too, nevertheless, just to load them up a little faster. Ahead, please. You're gonna become a Mark II. Okay, let's grab that one. Let's grab another splitter, put it in here, coming from that side, somewhat in the middle of the foundation will be just amazing. H, like that. Perfect. That one, it's a Mark 4, we said. Well, we're gonna keep it a Mark 4 here as well. Mark 2 for you. Mark 2 for that guy. So let's go ahead straight with it and then connect it in there. And now, I don't know if that wall will come nice in here or not. Let's see. It will come very nice, bitch. Amazing. Let's fill that one up. Let's turn that one into concrete, please. Concrete foundation. It's gotta be concrete wall, sorry. Customizer concrete wall. Amazing. We fixed the plastic for this guy as well. That guy is gonna have the plastic inside. Only one issue, which I totally forgot. In here we're using all that 200 plastic. And we're gonna need something like 100 something more, maybe 300. That Mark IV is more than capable. At this point, all the production 200 and 200 is merged on it. So 400 something. No, 400 plastic coming down. Is that a summer sloop? Are you shitting me right now? I just found the summer sloop on the sand. Why couldn't you be a master sphere, mister? Okay, it's good, it's good, it's good. Don't worry about it. Oh, better not. Stop getting distracted, BG. We're building stuff. Okay, good. This will be closed. Don't worry about it. You're not gonna see those builds. So this guy's... Why? Oh, it's coming from underneath. That's why. Okay, good stuff. It will get that, and that. And it only needs some 8 computers per minute. Okay, let's put him to the power. We should see the plastic rushing in. And we do. We need to bring those computers inside of it somehow. Well, we got an exit in there. Let's make it happen. We're gonna twist it this other way in here, I think. Just not to cross those lines too much. And we're gonna do the same stuff with this exit in here. Let me make a hole. Can a guy get through here? Yeah, baby. What are you? Mark 1? Mark 1 is just amazing. Okay, good. Let's bring it in here. Like, okay. Let's move with it. Will it be straight? I think so. I don't think it's touching the sand. No, it ain't. Amazing. It's just floating in there. Come on, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. Good. If you want, we can put a floor hole in there, but you know what I feel about those. We're gonna have those and those. When we're gonna make those and those, we're gonna be fine. We need a box for these guys. Right in here. In his face. Like that. I think. Or better like that. Or better like in here, I think. We're gonna need a smart splitter in here, of course. Somewhat in the middle, maybe. It doesn't really matter, BIG. Okay, let's put it in there. We said we don't have another master sphere, so we cannot do that stuff. Go ahead, any to the right overflow. That looks just amazing. We gotta merge with that guy in there. So let's bring that build through here. Through here. You gotta be straight, mister. And in there. Straight, please. We don't need you in our lives. Amazing. The logistics in here are set. Let's make a little more light because... Sorry, didn't realize that. I think we're ready to rock and roll, wouldn't you agree? Let's take care first of the quickwire because that one it's already made. Do you have inside of you the fuel? You do. Perfect. No, sorry. Drive. That guy is not moving. Open. Let's start recording from here. Perfect. Let's go and grab the quickwire and bring it in here. Let's try and make a nice turn in here. just like that, pooping signs all over the place. F in here. Okay, let's interact with that. Maybe it's gonna work. F. Okay. It doesn't work. Still busted. It is what it is. Let's go back, hoping that it's gonna work. Okay, so our delivery point is the first one. I'm gonna turn it straight in here. Try not to get into the face of that guy too much. And in here, gonna leave another spot. Unload. F. Okay, let's do that one again. F. Unload. This one kind of works. Of course, we don't have anything in our majiggy, but it's fine. Nothing is passing through. And that was it. You save my path. There's gonna be quick wire delivery. Save. Q. Enable. Bye now, mister. He's gotta rewind just a tiny bit, you know. How much time will he waiting here? I don't know. Let's say 10 minutes. Less 300 seconds. Let's say 5 minutes. Okay, he just resetted. He's in there. We're gonna need to do the same stuff for this guy. We have 100 fuel in here, but will he use this fuel or the fuel from the other side? Because in the other side, oh, sorry, we have the coal. Should I use this coal or the other coal? That one has a Mark II miner on a pure node in there. We have a bunch of coal in there. But that means that this tractor will wait on the other side. What do you think? Should I let him in here or in there? That boy is running in there. No joke. I'm not sure. I think I want to let him in here for the time being. Let's get the fuel and everything. Let's just go with him in there. Because we're gonna start from the other side. It's gonna be tricky passing through all of those which are parked in there. It's only one park, but it's gonna be tricky. A lot of traffic on this route in here. Let's hope it's gonna be fine. Okay, so in here we're gonna have to have another delivery spot. I think we have enough place to put it in here. Let's just park this tractor in here. And let's see about that. Well, those are fine, but this one is gonna park in here. It ain't gonna be too much fun pulling it out. A little more in the front, I believe. Like that. Yeah, but that one is gonna be nasty. So I think we're not gonna do that. That guy is floating. Okay, let's expand this foundation in here just a tiny bit. You know, just for him with this special occasion. Gonna delete that. Let's put that station in here. In there, I said. Perfect. Delete those, please. Okay, let's turn all of this stuff into asphalt in here. This is gonna be his own little private parking spot. I don't understand what is going on in there. Do I have two foundations? Oh, it's the wall poking through. Okay, ignore the wall. Same stuff in here? Yeah. Okay, let's delete that wall. It will be repositioned anyway. Doesn't really matter. Let's just build those. Good. Now we gotta bring in this spot. Guess what? 125 silica. In there should be fine. Come on, give me that. And let's grab this guy. Let him out of the road in here. It's gonna be in here. So it will unload in here. It's got the space to go back. It's gonna be just amazing. Let's take a look at what the heck are we doing here. So in here we're making the crystal for the crystal oscillators. That one is kind of unused at this point. How much are you doing, mister? Okay, 300 it is. How much are you doing? 120, because it's a Mark 1. Okay. We need some silica. Apparently this machinery in here is doing silica, 37.5. Out of 22.5. Okay, if it's 120 divided by 22.5 multiplied by 37.5, that's 200 silica. So if I put all of this machinery as it is with a Mark 1 miner to make me the silica, we're saved. But that means I will not be storing anything else basically. And at this time, at this point, I think I don't have in here any storage for the excess of that. We're just sinking the coal because it's way too much. That one doesn't belong in there, BJ, thank you. It was a huge mistake. So how should we do this? This is the power coming in for only for that thing. Oh, okay, got it. But the main also comes in there for that factory, and this one is fed by that. Well, that makes it kind of easy, wouldn't you? I'm gonna get my pockets filled up. Let's do that first. I'm gonna have to delete those, of course. Everything. But I want them to get somewhat empty before I do that, you know? And we're gonna just expand this one here. 5, maybe. Are you gonna poke? Of course you are. Okay, good stuff. Let's get in here. Now, this boy. We're gonna have to replace it, of course. Give me a Mark 1. Like that, I think. We said 120. 60. Well, you will just become a Mark 2. So I need one more portable miner on me. Let's do that one really fast. Done. Give me a Mark 2 miner. I feel like I can delete those already. Those are empty. Come on. That one is not empty, so I'm not gonna delete it yet. Why 300? Well, we can go with 300. I like sinking the stuff, you know. I need you to make silica. 22.5. Okay, so 300 divided by 22.5, it's exactly 14 of these boys. That one will surely have to move. Let's try and delete these guys. They still have the stuff inside of them, isn't it? Yeah, mom. That one can go away. That one is filled up in there with silica. I think I want to get them unfilled, basically. What do you think about my plan? Let's get rid of that. I'm gonna grab all the silica in my pockets. Let's put a merger on that one. Call it that one, a Mark 5. Bring a Mark 4 from there in there in a somewhat way. And that guy will suffer the same fate. Okay, so we're making 300. Mark 4 is gonna come somewhere in here-ish, methinks. Like there-ish. Okay, let's bring a bell. Well, it's not exactly perfectly aligned, but let's pretend it's good. H. Like that. No, okay, good stuff. Convertible. Here we are. H renew. In there. Amazing. Here we go, the straight mill. How many I said? 14 constructors, my god. Constructors, 8 constructors coming up. I think I want to go with them that way. Let's try and align it with that. Perfect. Oh, I think that pleases me. Mark 4. You get the power. Thank you. Are you Mark 4 all the way? No, it's Mark 3. Okay. You're gonna have to become Mark 4, please. Perfect. You're gonna have to go away, mister. Basically. Okay, those have stopped. We can delete that history out of that place. That history, we can delete it as well. Those belts as well. That one as well. We sink in the silica, it's fine. I want to keep... Let's make it big. I want to keep that one in my pocket, like, you know. So, let's delete that in there. We're gonna empty in here that crystal. We're gonna grab all that crystal and plug it in there. We can delete that boy. This boy in here is still doing the stuff. Is what it is. Goodbye now. Oh, I just fell. Amazing. Let's bring some power in here, please. Especially for this amazing stuff, so that it can sync all of that. Okay, that's 2, 4, 6, 8. We needed 14, I believe. Let's make it happen. So we need another 6. Okay, not an issue. 6 constructors, always Mark 3, whatever. H on you. In there. A little more like here-ish. And in there. Amazing. That one is gonna be Mark 4. It's not fully properly aligned. Okay, good stuff. We said blueprint. 6 of them. Is it the right way? It is the right way. In there. And in here. Amazing. Let's connect the power. Let's grab that one. No, that one. Connect the bottom. We're gonna see about the top. What kind of build we're gonna need in there, you know. Okay, if I put the recipe into this guy. Is that slick? 22.5. Mark 1 should be more than enough. Mark 1 is more than enough for the exit. It's amazing. Let me paste the recipe all over the place now. It's gonna go really fast. That's why I like this flying stuff merging in here. It's just amazing, you know. Look at it. It's over. It's done. It's fixed. Of course, we're gonna need the power into that system. Let's take it from this power pole and connect them all. If I have an empty place, thank you. Any red stuff jiggies? Well, we got this one because we know that our blueprint is nasty and is missing a power pole. Not gonna address that yet. This one is fine. That one's just started working in there. It's just amazing. It's gonna happen. How much silica? Because I don't think I can support it. Let's see. 14, 37.5. Oh, first let's address this one. So if I have in here 13 multiply with 22.5 minus 300, 7.5. So this guy is gonna take only 7.5 in here. I don't know how much that one is. 12 maybe? 13 maybe? Too much? 12.5? Yeah, 12.5. So let's check it out. 22.5 multiply with 13 plus shit. And 22.5 multiply with 14 plus 7.5, we said 300. 7.5. 300, baby. That's all there is there. Now, how much is the production? 37.5. So we're gonna have in here 37.5 plus, how much are we making here? 12.5. We can put that one on a Mark 5 build. That means this guy is gonna have to become a Mark 5 all over. Good stuff. We need to go with that one in there. So let's connect the dots really fast. Amazing. Bring everything down with the Mark 5 lift. Okay. We're gonna need 2 smart splitting stuff in here. So the first one in here, still gotta align it like that. Yep. And the second one, let's see, in there. Perfect. Give me that build, please. We're gonna have to send it in there, so like that, please. Amazing. We're gonna say that all this silica, all of it, is going to the right in the head overflow, and this is the build that is gonna fit into that station. Okay, gonna bring it through here and then in there, but not like that, like that, because I will need some space in here just to breathe. That's a Mark 1. We're gonna invent another Mark 1 for the coal. Wait, not needed. The coal, we said that is going to be provided at the other side. Good stuff. We get the silica in. Now the overflow is coming into here. We're gonna need the big container in here. H. Get in there. Ahead, any to the left side overflow, and we're gonna have a sink in here, which is gonna receive all over that overflow, baby. And we're gonna have a power pole invented in here especially for it. Boom. When that guy is gonna get filled up, product is gonna be sent in there, then into that box and into the dimensional depot. Dimensional depot. No. Perfect. Just like that. When the stuff is gonna get filled up, the stuff is gonna get synced. It's gonna be a million years until those are gonna get filled up with the quartzes, but it's gonna happen at some point, you know. Yeah, it's gonna happen. It's happening already. That one is still sinking in there. Let's delete this madness in here because we don't need it anymore. Thank you. Give me that. Delete that. You need to go away. Thank you. Let's put the silica in here. Perfect. Don't need it on my person at this point. Now, only one issue. We're not producing those and storing them at this point. So we will need to do that. Let's invent it. Are we sinking the stuff? We're sinking the stuff in there. If it's way too much, you know. So basically I will have to put it in that side with that smart splitter. I don't think I have the space, but I could do with a small container in here. I don't need to access this one personally, so the overflow is going in there. Well, let's put in there the overflow of the overflow, and we're gonna say here, hit any to the right overflow. It's only that product. This other product is going in there and it's getting synced. I need that one in my system. Let's grab everything that's inside of it. Like that. Delete that thing. Place it inside here. Way too much. Perfect. Dimensional depot, please. Is it poking? Just a tiny bit. Not actually, it's not even touching. Maybe it's touching a little. I can live with that. Okay, now their production line is making just enough for this guy, for this production. Basically nothing, anything. So let's modify that just to make a tiny bit more. Not a bunch, I'm not using a bunch. Which one of you is making less? Oh, you're all making the same stuff? 300. Yeah. Well, that will get synced for sure, but I really don't care about it at this point. Amazing. I want just a tiny bit more. Well, I could use some of that in here, but is it really needed to put a... No, for the time being, no. If at some point I'm gonna need more crystals, like on myself, and whatever I have in that box and into that dimensional depot, that ain't gonna be enough. Plus what I have in here, another 800. I'm gonna come in here and put a summer slope on there. But, well, actually, I think we should do it now. Yeah, sorry, I'm not being exactly decided in here. Because otherwise I will remain without it in my inventory, and it ain't gonna be fun. It ain't gonna be fun at all. Let me turn it down. Let's make sure that one, it's a Mark 4 so that we can push the product, and the excess will get synced, whatever, it doesn't matter. Well, we kind of fixed the silica store in here, haven't we now? We only needed 125. We ended up doing a bunch more. 500, I think it was. Yeah. It's fine. We're gonna sink a bunch. I love it. Let's make that route happen. Shall we? So, drive. We can begin from here, actually. Q. Start. Q. Did I start it from there? Yeah, that's not good. Well, it doesn't matter. Let's go. Okay. So we're gonna go in there, unload, and then come in here, load. Let's not forget to delete that small pause that we made in there. Don't derail. It was the other side, right? Not this side. Yeah, the other side. Okay, we're doing things. Let's try and drive straight in here. So this is gonna be funky in here because we're gonna have some tractors which are gonna be parked. So when I gotta be careful in here just a tiny bit, you know, because they come in here and look at that guy how he's parked in there. One other could be parked in here, so we're just gonna scooch it this way and come with it in here, and I believe that this is my station. Unload. Perfect. That one is the quick wire. Don't care about it. Let's go out and about. Going back. In here we gotta pay a little attention. We gotta scooch it to the left. Okay, good stuff. Let's pass through here. Right in front of that boy. Load in here. F. F. Okay. Drive F. It's happening. This time it works. Okay. Thank you very much, mister. Highly appreciate it. Go through here, through here, through here. And in here we're gonna finish it. You save. Silica delivery. We only have one, so no point in specifying stuff. Enable. Go. It's gonna wait in there. We're gonna delete that node. The waiting node in here. This one. No, no, sorry. Come on, you can move. We didn't wait that long. Go. Delete node. Yep. Okay, so now he's not gonna wait. He's gonna go straight in. In here, it only needs 10 seconds, not more than that. Okay. Where he needs to wait, it's on the other side. I think we're doing good. Let's keep on moving. So with this delivery of silica, we should have everything starting to move. Now this is going to be interesting because that one is going to unload and that new guy is going to pass exactly next to him. Maybe we're going to see it live in here. Accident. It's going to be on the Satisfactory news, you know. Quite curious. So that one is slowing up, unloading in there. This guy's coming full speed ahead, matey. And boop, touchdown. Now that guy is gonna leave. Let's see if this idiot is gonna slow down or not. Are we gonna have an accident? Well, it looks like we missed it, but let's not forget this one drifts to the left. Okay, it's good, it's good. That guy is still stationary. It's amazing. Easy now. That guy is parked. Amazing. It's working just fine. And we are just unloaded the silica. I want you to start moving, please. Go. Because I need to edit this one. Let's say here. I want to put it more than 600. But we're going to leave it at 600 until this guy is going to get filled up. It's going to be just fine. Because we're not using that much. We're using only 125. And we have here already 2000 and something. So. It's amazing. Let's put the flying majiggy. We already made in there some of those air limiters. Yeah, because we had the plastic and the stuff. Freaky wire. Apparently we're making the high speed because right now we got the silica in the system. It's already filled up. Yeah, boy. It's looking good. It's looking good. You can grab those. I don't need them in my system. Okay, okay, okay. So everything is going inside this guy. So that guy is working. We have 10 air limiters per minute. These two guys are working. We have 10 high-speed connectors per minute. And guess what? Everything is getting served exactly to this guy. We just started making our supercomputers, which are going in there. But we don't have any because life is happening really slow in here. It's taking 30 seconds. So 2 per minute. We're gonna have my god, that one is filled up. How much are we waiting? Well, you're in here, so let's leave you in there. Got a feeling it's gonna be the same stuff for the silica, but it's fine. I can always come back and modify those nodes of how much they're waiting, you know. We have our first supercomputer made. This one could easily receive in here some summer loops in his face, but I don't think that will be necessary. This guy is the same 10 high-speed connector. I think it's more than enough for what we need right now in this amazing game of ours. So we can check the AI limiters, we can check the high-speed connectors, we can check those supercomputers. Our purpose was achieved. As you can well see, my tasks are done. How about your tasks? Are they done or not? I don't know. That's up to you. But highly appreciated. Go and push those buttons for BAG. Really means a lot. If by any chance you want to support the channel, don't forget. Take a look at the membership, Mr. and Mrs. Highly appreciated. And another thing which will be highly appreciated. Would somebody come in here and start collecting some master spheres for me? Because I haven't made the weapon factory yet. Well now. I need those uploaded. Or should I just stay in here and wait for the 50? If they could be in the system in here, it would have been just amazing. But I'm missing one master sphere. I'm pretty certain there are a ton in here, but somebody's gonna have to look for them. Look, in this area we have 2. Where the heck do you think they are? I would like very much this radar tower to pinpoint the location. Okay, it's in there, it's in there, it's in there. I don't know, I gotta look on Satisfactory Intel. Oh, or I think it might be in that cave. or just go with that object scanner in my hand and try and find them. I'm not enjoying that one too much, especially with the nasty spiders and stuff that we have in here. But it's plenty to be had. It is what it is. Well, let's wait for this 50 to happen. And I'll bring you guys back when we're gonna send this amazing milestone of ours with the nuclear power. Not long to go. Especially if I'm gonna summon sleep them because I'm super impatient like that. So we just made it happen. We have 4 per minute. I need 50. We got 6 already. 44. 44 divided by 4 is still 11 minutes. That's a lot for BAG in here. But for you it's gonna be only a second. I'm gonna grab myself a sandwich or a coffee or stuff. I will see you guys in a second. Right in there. With 50 supercomputers in my hand. Ready to send the milestone. Okay, I'm coming back with the supercomputers in my left pocket. Let's just put them in here and see what Ada has to say about the nuclear power, baby. Advanced aluminum production.
Milestone reached. The nuclear power plant produces dangerous radioactive nuclear waste. Fix-It reminds you that any extra limbs resulting from exposure to radiation are also contracted to work on project assembly. Fix-It also reminds you that willful exposure to radiation will not result in any bonuses regardless of how many functional limbs it produces. Project part number 7, the magnetic field generator, should enter production as soon as possible. Any unnecessary delays will be noted.
Will be noted. What exactly is that gonna mean? I'm grabbing the stuff for the advanced aluminum production right now into my pockets. How many radio control units are they? 50. Radio control units. They stack to 50. So we have in here everything that we need to send the next milestone. It's gonna happen in 14 minutes. Oh my god, that's a bunch of time. Let's see what did we unlock with that one. With that one. Electromagnetic control rods. Uranium, we don't really care about it. Magnetic field generators. So ECRs. Those, if I remember correctly, they were done in an assembler. Let's check. Yes, here we go. Well, it just happens that we have some AI limiters, but it's just happening that we don't have the status in there. I would like those to be produced non-stop. How many? 4 per minute. That's not a bunch. That's not a bunch, is it now? We are making 10 AI limiters. God knows how many we're using. 6 maybe? So we have 4. We could make 4 of those. I think we're making 4 stators. But I'm not sure I want to bring another truck in there or in there because it's kind of crowded. So can we do this in some other way? Well, if we could have some pipage and some wires, we could do that. And plastic and logic is require basically for the air limiters, you know, like status. We have one recipe with pipage and wire. There is another one with quick wire, methinks. And the air limiters, we could do it with that. So copper quick wire or that plastic quick wire. What do you think? Well, it's gonna have to happen in there. That's for sure. As for the other stuff, I think it's made in a manufacturer. Hey, please place one in here. Thank you. Let's see. We're gonna need 500 of them. We can start making them non-stop. I don't remember if they're used later than road or not, you know. I honestly don't remember. And apparently they're not in here. So, how comes? Maybe they made in a blender, you said. Okay, let's try a blender in that case. Are they? I don't remember. Sorry. No, they're not. Well, haven't we unlocked those things? Oh, parts. Yeah, we did. They made an assembler. Oh my god, here we go with the stupid stuff. Versatile framework and the electromagnetic control rod. Well, that makes me wanna put a box and make them in a box, you know? Because I don't wanna build those non-stop in here. I think we're gonna need to build those for the final stuff, but I'm not ready to make anything right now because we're gonna have access to more recipes which are gonna be a lot more tastier like this. You see already one in there. Since nobody has any hard drives, that ain't gonna happen. Okay, what about the assembly? No, in here. Assembly directory system. What does it take? Well, we're making those, but we're not making the adaptive control units. We used to make them, but nobody remembers what they take. Okay, nobody. Let's be serious about it. I'm not seeing them in here. Adaptive control units. Wiring, circuit boards, that and the other one. So I think BAG is gonna put in there, like per usual, you know, some stuff in here, some foundations. Let's try that in here. Zoo, please. Let's fly just a tiny bit because it's just amazing. That one doesn't need to be in there. That one in there. That one in there. No, that one in there. Okay, let's put an assembler there. And let's look in here. Assembly directory system. I need power in here, please. Thank you very much. Adaptive supercomputers. Well, we have the supercomputers. It's 1-on-1. Well, it's 1-on-2 now. Guess what? Let's put that one to the max just to figure out stuff in here. 1-on-2. 1-on-2. Let's make it round here. 1. Okay. 1-on-1. 1-on-2. Okay. So we're gonna need the same number of adaptive and the half of the number of supercomputers, which we're making 4 per minute at this point. They're gonna get in the box in here, in there. We need 500 of these boys. Well, we're gonna have 250. Life is gonna be just beautiful, you know. 250 supercomputers. Well, let's do a container here. Those are gonna be our supercomputers. Okay? Okay, good stuff. We understand each other. Adaptive control units. They were made in this, methinks. Select recipe. No, they were made in a manufacturer, BG. Okay, good stuff. I said always a manufacturer. Let's put it in here. Adaptive. You're gonna have to get in there. How many? The same number, basically. So we're gonna need 500. 500 of that. 1 per 2. Well, we're gonna just do it like that. 2 per 2. So we're gonna need to expand this first. Just a tiny bit, you know. Are you on there? I feel like you are now. Let's expand that one as well. Good stuff. Let's put some power into this, boys, so that we can float in here. Circuit boards, heavy computers. Well, we're kind of producing those. Automated wiring is made with one of those guys. How many per minute? 5. Well, Mark 1 should be more than enough. I will also need in here 3 boxes, please. 1, 2, 3. You go in there. You go in there. You go in there. Like that, I said. Okay, so 1-on-1. We said we needed 500, methinks. 2 per 2, 500. So 2 per 2, 500. I need 500 computers while they're in there. Computers. Here we go, 200 for now. I think it will be better just to delete these guys. Just to count what we have in here, you know. Because otherwise they're gonna get on the line. It ain't gonna be amazing. Give me those. 200 computers. Okay. Why 200? 500. 500. We need 500 of these. So we're gonna need 500 computers. 250 heavies. I got 200 in my pocket. I'll give me those back. Thank you. We need another 15 there. They're gonna come. 500 second boards. So it's gonna be 2.5, right? That's 750, I think. Second. Well, all of those. Put them in there. Split that one in half. That's done with the dose. Let's put them in there. Okay. Heavy Mario frames. We said we need another 50. Let's wait for them. No need for waiting. We got them. 50 coming up. Perfect. We can plug that boy in. Let's bring it in there actually, and now plug it in from there. Perfect. And computers. We need 500. We have 200. How many? Okay, good stuff. We got 400 already. And we're gonna need 76 more, if my math serves me right. We're gonna need 1,000. No, 2.5 times 750 of this amazing stuff in here. Which is not that stuff. It's this stuff. Cables and stuff, majiggies. Give me one, please, just to see stuff in here. So 2.5, 750, 750. That's 7,500 cables. Oh my god, 750. Yeah, 7,500 cables. Here we go with the cables. Let's grab them out of this box because it's gonna make our life a lot easier. I don't know if I have 7,000 because it's only a small box. No. Well, we're gonna have to take everything. Don't worry about it. It's gonna be fine. Just gonna dump them in here. And that boy will produce in the background. We have 4,808. Those 8 belong to me, actually. What else did you say? Status. Half. Half. Half of what? 2.5. So 2.5 times 750. We need 375. A little more because the first time is going to produce only 2.21, like in this scenario, and then it's going to make more. So we're going to need some, let's say 400. I don't know. An issue, boy. Not an issue. There you go, mister. Have 400. Connect the dots. Connect the powers. Amazing. Ugly system. It is what it is. 21. Mark 1 is more than enough. It's gonna make 2. How many do we need per minute in here for you, mister? We need a 5. Everything can be Mark 1 without any issue. We will start making the stuff. As long as I put the computers in there. Which we said it's 500 of them. And we have 424. We need 76 more. Computers. Give me 100. Here you go. Have them all. Have them all, I say. What is this? Heavies? Grab those as well. What are those? Grab those as well. I don't care about them. Oh, we got plenty of stuff. Stuff is happening. We're gonna start making the assembly directory system. Magnetic majiggies. They were done in that one, maybe. Let's take a peek at those. Magnetic majiggies. Well, this one is gonna be a little more complex in here. Let's say that we want only one. We need 500. Okay. Well, summer sloops. I think I run out of summer sloops. Yeah, amazing. So for 500, we're gonna make it when this one is gonna end. Guess what? We're making I can turn that one to the maximum just to make it faster. 2, 7. 2 are gonna come from this box, I believe. When we're gonna have them, the supercomputers. And 7 are here, so let's make it. I can only make 5. Okay. So 5 per minute in there. No. Is it? 375. And I'm gonna make 5. 4. Amazing. So basically we need a supercomputer. Yeah, so we need 250 into that box in there. 250 divided by 4 per minute, I think we're making 62. So in 1 hour, I'll have everything needed to plug it in here and make all of this madness working here. And we're gonna have those. Let's take a peek at this one now. We need 2.5 more versatile framework. I would like to summer sloop it and electromagnetic control rods. Well, if I put you in there, and if I do that and put you in there, and then connect the dots like that. Versatile and electromagnetic. Okay, you're gonna make versatile, let's say, and you're gonna make electromagnetic things. That one. Again, stators and the AI limiters, we're gonna have them. And this guy, modular frames, already have a bunch. And those. How many? I don't know, we need 500. But I want a summer sloop first. So we're gonna use the summer sloops for these guys. And we're gonna make it happen. The computers can be connected already, mister. Thank you very much. We can start making this scrappy stuff in here. We're gonna have a bunch of it. Is the same amount, so we need 500. Well, in that case, you know what? Let's delete that. Let's grab a box. We're gonna start making those. Why am I? Yeah, I'm floating. I forget that I'm floating. And in there, well, they're gonna come out of the box at some point. And they're gonna connect in there, you know, but for the time being, they're just gonna stay here. I'm gonna have 500 in here. I'm gonna be a happy little boy. Already producing them. Perfect. And we'll be able to delete all this madness. Grab our summer sloops from there and from here. Life is gonna be just beautiful. By that time, we said in 1 hour, I should have all of those made. The supercomputers, drop them into that box, grab from that box. Life is gonna be just beautiful. Then I can use those summer sloops in here, in there, and in there. And again, life, beautiful. You know, just like that. Let's go and send the next milestone in here. With the advanced aluminum production. Hello? Perfect.
Milestone reached. The resource well
Here we go.
pressurizer and extractor can harvest nitrogen, crude oil, and water from underground wells. Nitrogen, being a gas, does not need pumps for pipeline transportation. Fixit does not process most of your metrics, but I do. According to Fixit predictions, you are exploiting this planet with unexpected efficiency. They did always
Really?
struggle to see the true potential of things. Nothing about you is unexpected to me, and therefore you are performing exactly as expected.
So basically, I want to unlock the miner Mark III. Once we unlock that, we'll be able to make a lot of good stuff in here. Pipe wedge ain't gonna be an issue. Okay. The supercomputers are gonna come really slow, but they're gonna come. It's only 100 of them. And the fused modular frames will have to be built. At some point, Lola in there, picking off, has given me some of those, but it's only 16. I just looked. Or 26, something like that. Oh my god, Turbo Morse. I love you. I love you, baby. Here you go. You deserve 2 of them this time. There you go. I don't know what the second one is. Have fun. Maybe shade it. Yeah, life is beautiful. So, I don't know when, but at some point between episode somebody's gonna have to go and do a loot run, basically, let's call it. 250 supercomputers. Okay. Loot run meaning Mercer spheres because we don't have them. Hard drives because we desperately need some. And whatever else it is that we can find, like summer slopes, you know. So I think I have an object scanner. Yeah, I do. Better to keep it in my pocket in here somewhere. In there. Let's grab a little more fuel. Oh, it's right in here. Amazing. And upload that stuff because I don't need it on me. We're gonna look for hard drives, for example. We're gonna look for Mercer spheres and God knows what else. And we're gonna make it happen. This guy, the radar in here, lied to me that there are 2 Mercer spheres in here. So maybe go with this and scan for them. That would be just amazing. I modified the timer on this guy just to wait 900 seconds. This guy and this guy as well, because this was filled up already. So no point in having that one running non-stop. We already have 83 of them. What do you think about it? I think I'm gonna let this run just to have 100 to put them in there with the 1000 pipes. Just to make it happen. Well, actually, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Just to make it happen, you know? And then when we're gonna have the fuse module frames, which are done in a blender out of heavies and God knows what else. Let's see. Surface is too uneven. Well, it's good in here. We can make the cooling systems and the heat sinks. Those are gonna have to come really soon. Well, those are made out of casings, heavies, and nitrogen. We're making 6. Let's select the recipe. We're making 6 of those. That means I can make 6 of those because I'm not using them at anything else. We have a bunch of casings. Flying style, maybe. Delete that. And the nitrogen is just around the corner from the death in there. Basically, it's there-ish somewhere, methinks. That's the water. There-ish somewhere in there. I think. I'm not certain. That's water. Wasn't it in there? I might be mistaken. Maybe it's not in there, and I'm mistaken. Why is not present on the map? Nitrogen. Yes, please. Maybe it's not in there, and we're gonna have to go like a million miles away. Like that. I don't think it's in there, guys. Oh, it is. It's in there. So we can bring it up to this platform of ours in here, in the back, on a pipe, because it works. Because we have the plastic in here. But I feel like we can use that plastic which is already coming to that factory in here. With the heavies which are right in here, into that box. That box has the heavies. Methinks. Go faster, lower. Yeah, baby, and we got a bunch. Making 6, we can double that one if we have some summer slopes. I don't think it's gonna be needed. So, basically, we're gonna come from there or from the back. I don't know, with those death pipe with nitrogen majiki. We're gonna feed from that box, and the rubber is circulating right in there in the back. I think we're making these guys with the rubber actually. Think. Yeah, we are. We certainly are. So, if I take this one, poke it in there, I'm gonna have the rubber. If I take this one, poke it in there, I'm gonna have the heavies. All that we're missing, it's the nitrogen. we're not gonna miss rubber because we're making 400. Making 6 of those. And we can place them all in the one of these amazing guys right in here. Or 4 of them, you know? Just to make our 6. Or maybe we'll find a more suitable spot for them. But the idea is, the only thing that we're missing at this point is the nitrogen gas. So I'm gonna have to find a pretty way to bring it from there in here. Am I pointing in the right direction? I'm pointing there. No, it's in there. Oh, okay, okay, I dig it. Do we have? We can follow the river, and the river goes under this guy, like that. So basically, I could bring the nitrogen through there, or stuff magic, you know, and we can make it happen. We can make it happen in there, up in there, in here, just acotesi, anywhere you want. I can grab that rubber and bring it on the other side of the road here, or just put in there in here the blenders. We said 4 of them, I believe. Do you think they're gonna fit? 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we have ourselves a suitable location. We can bring the rubber from there. We can put a lazy belt in here for that guy. Basically, that's the only purpose of those heavies, you know, to make these fused modular frames. We're gonna need more later, but we can totally make this one work in here. I can bring the nitrogen behind and under this road through there. Make it poke in here. Bring the pipage to here, and we're gonna have all fused. Just like these belts are poking. And I think it's kind of a free passage, kind of. Because this one in here, we have the water underneath on the other side. I think, let me see. If not, just gonna bring them around the building. Or in that passage in there. Where exactly is that opening? It's in there. Oh, sorry, falling. I'm falling. In there. And I can come with them from there, like that. With the pipage. You know? And it's gonna exit, if it's in there, it's gonna exit in here. I think that's feasible, wouldn't you agree? I think that's feasible. So maybe I'll work on that between episodes. And we're gonna make it happen in here. For the fused. Because those we need to produce them non-stop. Heatsinks. Well, heatsinks, I would like to have the other recipe, which is taking casings and do them in there. That's why we have that platform in there. We got in there pure copper node that we're not using for anything. 2 of them actually, so we could take advantage of that. What else? Cooling system. Well, that one is going to be a little more complex because we're going to have the nitrogen, the water, the rubber, and those pesky, those heatsinks. So looking at that recipe, I think there's an alternate, easier. Looking at the recipe, I want to make it in there, you know, because nitrogen in the back, plastic and rubber are just in there, rubber. Casings are getting delivered exactly here, coming on that lazy belt, so we could somehow bring it in there. Or just make another tractor feeding from there, bringing them in here. I don't know about the height of that dune, but we could bring it from there, in there. And that will be really nice. I need to delete those machines. And I think we can make it happen, you know. But honestly, I don't know how many I should build out of those. We need to get to the next level, to the last phase, just to know how many do we need. And then we're gonna figure it out. Well, between episodes, I will just watch this Majiki that we just built in here. Take some, I don't know, 350 computers, supercomputers we needed. Something like that. 100 for this leading edge production. Just to have the Mark III miner. And the rest, just to make the assembly directory system. Send them up into the space, be happy about it, you know? And I think I might be tempted to work and make the electromagnetic generators as well, or whatever they're called. And I don't know what else, but I feel like that's just about enough. I think so. Anyway, very, very productive episode. We did a bunch of stuff. We sent up some milestones. We're getting ready for... Oh, it's not here. We're getting ready for more. Life is just beautiful. Everybody likes it. Don't forget to push those buttons for BAG. It really helps a bunch. Subscribe if you haven't. And if you wanna see somewhere, help me. And if by any chance you wanna support the channel, don't forget to take a peek at those memberships. You know, just do what these guys in here did. They're all just amazing. Thank you. I'll see you to the next one. Bye now.